Have you got a bold prediction?
I do. I think Aston Villa will challenge for the title. And I think they'll go deep into the Champions League.
You like Unai Emery, don't you?
I really
How did
like
you get that chief sports right?
I'm not chief sports right.
Oh, you lost that.
Oh, sorry, what are you?
I'll tell you what, Darren, let's move you on to news.
It was a nice while it lasted.
I'll tell you what, we should record this because someone's going to end up looking silly, aren't they?
Of course.
I really like...
Sorry, just backtrack.
Sure,
Villa to challenge for the title.
What does that mean?
Yeah.
No,
I'm giving you my
in,
top four. I'm
seriously.
giving you my top four. I'll give you my top
Give
four.
me what that means
of-
to you.
What does that mean?
Well,
Challenge till when? No, you know what I mean. Challenge till when? January, February.
I've gone.
you have. I think
We need a pint, don't we?
we do after work. I just think that they will. Ultimately, like I've said, I think Aston Villa will win it. But Aston Villa.
I was going to say, wow, that's a bold prediction.
That really is a bold prediction. No, like I've said, I think Arsenal will win it, and I think City will be second. But I think Aston Villa will be in there. I do. I think
they finished 23 points off City last season, I think.
Yeah, but see, everybody says this big points differential. Do you know Liverpool finished 25 points off City the year before they went on to win a title?
Okay.
There've been, in fact, there's a history of, in recent history, last 15 years, teams have come from huge differentials to either challenge for or win the title. So I never set any store by the by the gap between the teams.
That's interesting.
The first year that Arsenal challenged for the title, everyone was tipping them to challenge for the top four. In fact, they failed to get into the top four.
I just think you're asking it. The only reason I'd go again, I understand your optimism, and we won't repeat the plaudits for Emery, but when you've got so many new players and this new this new journey that they're going on as a club with Champions League and Premier League mixed together with what did we say? 10 new signings? Did we say 9, 10, whatever it is? Probably more. Some players leaving, instrumental ones and stuff. It's got to be inevitable to me, thinking about the times I've been at clubs where we've made 7 or 8, that there's a bit of tweaking time and a few problems along the way. I don't mean problems as in catastrophic. I'm just talking that didn't work. We got to and people find out each other's going to play and how he fits in and building some relationships. I just can't see it going. Straight away.
I think that it's all a fair point, which I would accept. The only thing I would say is that Emery, as a manager, time and again has defied the odds, and it's always 2/3 into the season we say, what a job Emery has done. But at the start, everybody defies those odds. If you had said at the start of the season where he got Villarreal into the Champions League that he would do so, everybody would have laughed at you. I think a lot of people look at his experience with Arsenal and they think, well, they thought before he arrived at Aston Villa, it couldn't be done. But then he got to Aston Villa, and then what was everyone saying last season? What a job he's done with Aston Villa. And I think we very often we buy into these ideas that the established elite are always going to be the established elite, but that's changing now. Partly because the other teams are growing with the financial power they've got. He works hand in glove with the recruitment team there who understand his needs and understand the profile of player he wants and the way he wants to play. And we're seeing it in his teams week in, week out. He's improved players, as we know.
Absolutely.
Like Ollie Watkins, who's gone from a Brentford striker to an England striker.
All of them he's improved.
Well, exactly, all of them. And I think if you look at the players that he's brought in, they come into the football club knowing they're not going to walk into the side because there are players who have done well last season. So, yes, it's easy look at Aston Villa.
To be fair, you've been asked to make a bold prediction.
And
yeah,
but
it's not exactly a bold prediction that they'll challenge for the title.
Well, it is. Challenge means they'll be there in the last month of the season. They'll be able to win it.
Can you imagine if Unai Emery denies Arsenal the title? I mean, wow. I mean, he did last season as well, but properly denies them.
I respect the bold opinion, but it's absolutely
not going to happen. Not gonna. Well, he wanted one. He wanted a bold opinion.
I know. That's why I accept it.
I like it.
Embrace it.
By the way, anybody know the points difference the season before Leicester won the title? How many points did they finish behind champions Chelsea. Any guesses?
32.
No, probably more than that.
46.
There you go.
46, and then they go
you
and
go.
win.
That's why we love it. That's why we love it.
There you go. There you go.
That's why we love
That is an
it.
exceptional example. That was extraordinary.
Shows
Look
you
at the season where Chelsea were. I think there was a season where Chelsea won the title, and the year before there was something like, I don't know, I think it was 10th the season before.
But it's like teams winning the. I remember Liverpool winning the Champions League. We talked about the final in Istanbul, and I think they finished 5th that year.
I think you might be right.
And didn't play well for a long
And this
period.
is my point. And I'm not, to be clear, I'm not sitting here saying Aston Villa are going to win the title. Absolutely not. I'd be crazy to be doing that. I'm crazy enough to say that they're going to challenge for it. But I just look at what he's done, and I really like the business, and I think they're going to have a good season.
I like the bold prediction. And I also like Danny think it's not going to happen. By the way, another very quick one, and it's not really that bold.
Did you give us one?
I did, yeah. Arne Slot won't last the season.
That was ridiculous.
Thanks, mate.
That one is ridiculous. We can laugh at that
Didn't you
one.
say Liverpool will win the Champions League?
Put a poll out there. Which is more likely? Is it more likely Liverpool win the Champions League
Or
Arne Slot gone by the end of the season? Because when did Liverpool last panic and get rid of a manager?
you can text us on 810
They don't.
89. You can tweet us on X at the Adrian Durham or at talkSPORT. The other very quick one, West Ham might finish top 4. I've already given you my top 4 boys.
No chance.
All right, there you go. You see, he's doing it again. They've made some great signings. They've got a terrific manager. West Ham might.
I think
signings,
they've made good signings.
Yeah, they have.
Good signings. Great signings. Great signings.
Terrific signings.
Great signings.
Terrifically great signings. Good stroke, great signings.
No, they have made some good signings.
Thank you.
But not
great.
Not to compete top 4.
Okay, fair enough.
You're just giving up like that. You're not even going to argue the case or anything.
Well,
He hasn't got
just
time.
run out of time. It's because you've been talking so much again, Darren.
On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.